Welcome. This video is going to show you how to use Planboard on Chalk. So once you've logged in and created your account and created your timetable, it's going to pull up a screen that looks something like this, but with your schedule. This is the weekly view of your plan book. So if you have ever had a normal paper book, it looks just like this, except it's on the computer. So it's separated out by this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Now, it's all going to be blank at first because it's going to be your first logging on and you don't have any lessons in there. So you can either view this by week on your screen, the home page, or by day. So if you just want to look at one day, it'll pull up whatever day you want, and you can go and click on the calendar and pull up any day you want. Or you can do it by month, and it'll show you what you have planned for the day, the overall topic for the month. And you can also choose to put special days. So if you were sick one day, we'll talk about that in a little bit, but you can actually change the times, like if you're going to be off that day. And you can also look by unit. So if you create a unit, you'll be able to go through and look at that unit specifically. So let's go back to the week view. And I'm going to show you, just like as if you were coming onto this for the first time, you can come click on any of the subjects. So let's just say we wanted to add a lesson to our math on Monday, December 9th. All I need to do is click on it, and it's going to pull it up big for us to see. So you can start by adding a unit. So if I've already created a unit for multiplication, so unit number 8, multiplication. If you need to create a new unit, you just come down here, create new unit, and you put the number, the color of it, and the title. So we're just going to use unit 8, and we would type in for the lesson, I would just say lesson 4, because we have different number lessons for our curriculum. And then down here, I'm just going to start typing away with what I need them to do. So it can be anything. So however you write out your plans, you can write a full-on lesson plan in here. The great thing about Planbook is that it makes everything easy. So you can include just normal typing. You can include photos, a video, tables, links, which is nice. This is the best thing if you ever have to need to show a video or something. You can have all your links in one place on your lesson. And of course, changing the size of the font and all that. Another cool feature is you can add standards. So originally when you signed up, you got to pick what standards you wanted everything to be associated with. So for mine, it's Missouri State Standards. So I can go ahead and click on the standards, and it's going to pull them all up, all the standards for math. And all I need to do is go through and say, oh, let's find a multiplication. So this one's applying and describe strategies to compute a given multiplication 2-digit by 2-digit numbers. So all I have to do is press add, and it puts it over here. And if you press save, it'll pull up here and be connected. Now you'll also see over here off to the side that it'll show you how many standards are on here. So right now it shows that I have one standard associated with this lesson for that day. You can also attach different documents here, things with your Google Drive, and different assessments. So you can create assessments on here and connect it to the lessons. So we're just going to leave this as it is and save because I want to go ahead and show you a lesson that I've already created. Very simple. So I'm going to go back to last week. And I have a full blown out what one could look like. So Monday I was out sick, so I just went over here and I can remove off day. So I put that it was an off day. All you have to do is click this drop down and go off day. And it'll ask you to describe the reason, and then you just click add. So I just put sick and I put off day. And it changed it and blocked that whole day out. So then I went through and made lessons for Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, I actually had a field trip. So I was able just to delete the stuff I didn't even need since we were going to be on a field trip. And to do that, all you have to do is go through here and edit schedule. And it's going to pull up your whole lesson, and you just go through and delete. So if you highlight over one, so let's say I want to delete this, all you have to do is click delete and it'll be gone. Or you can add. You can go through here and it's going to be all your options, and you can add it. And you can do a start and end time and insert it into your plan for that day. Also on this drop-down menu, you can shift the day. So if you want to move this, if you didn't even get to anything on this day or you're messed up your plans, all you got to do is press shift day, and it's going to shift it over another day. You can also print or pull up a PDF of that day, or you can just clear it all at once. If you just want it to start over, you can clear it. So now if we go through and look through here, you can actually see that I have standards attached to them because they're off to the side here. Now I will say that to make life easier, you can just, go through and click on them and do that here. But there's another simple tool. So for example, for this one here, I have a template that I used. So for every reading lesson, I want to use topic, read aloud, reading groups, and writing about reading. And I'm going to have something different for it for every day. So I created a template, and I'm going to show you what that means. So if we go to a blank week, and I go to a reading lesson, and I come up here to options, there's this little options key up to the top. There's all these different things you can do with this lesson. You can copy a lesson, you can move the lesson, you can shift it back or forward a day, print it, you can share it with teammates, import a new lesson, or apply a template. So if we apply a template, we're going to click on it. You're going to say select a template. I already have created one. I'll show you how to do that in a second. I just press a reading, save, and I know I'm going to be put on there and everything else be erased, and there it is. And now I just have to go in and fill in the blanks. It makes life super easy, and you can already see it saving, and it's already down here at the bottom. So it automatically starts saving for you. I do, of course, recommend pressing the save button at the bottom, but it automatically starts doing that for you. Now, to create a template, all you need to do is come up here to the 3 lines, click it, come down to under Planboard, and you're going to see templates. Once you click on it, you can add a new template by just pressing add up at the top, and it pulls up just like you would a normal lesson. And you definitely want to give it a title and just however you want it to be. So like mine had read aloud, the topic. You can put lesson objectives, the I can statements, anything along those lines, whatever you need to do. And you can always delete, of course, but I don't recommend doing that. So I've already created the untitled one right here. So just keep that in mind. So if I go, if I wanted to edit my reading one, you can see that I've just done this and it's going to pull up every time. This is exactly what it's going to pull up every time. It's a very nice, easy way to get everything organized. So that way you don't have to retype everything every single time for every subject. So I recommend doing a template for every subject and just being able to go through and just add what you need for every lesson. Now, if we go back to this menu, you'll see all these different options. So when you're on Planboard, there's actually different things you can do. These are the things you want to focus on most. This part here in the middle. There's the Planboard, which we're on. And you can always come back here and edit your timetable that you did earlier with all your subjects on it. You can always come back and edit it. The templates, which I just showed you, and of course, just your normal settings. There is this mark board down here. This is where you can create assessments and add students and give scores. I have not had the opportunity to use that. Right now, we're just going to focus on Planboard, but I just wanted to let you know they do have these other resources where you can come down here and use these and explore those some more. So let's keep looking at Planboard. So if we click back out of here and go to Planboard, I want to show you that you can share anything. So the best part about Planboard is that if you have a whole day's lesson that you want to share with some teammates, you can do that, and you can share just individual lessons. If you come over here and you press share, it's just going to ask you for their emails. Now, you can like click on being a school, and you can do it that way, and it would be bringing up just the school's emails, and you can add a tag. If you don't want to do that and you just want to share it with a link, all you have to do is come down here and get link and enabled code. And all you gotta do is copy and paste the link right here and send it to somebody, and that person will be able to view it. This is the best way, I think, to when you collaborate with your teammates, is the best way to get that done. Also, for every day, there is these little post-it notes off to the side. This is wonderful. So if you need to make a note for the day, you can come put it on here. Or anything like that. So for example, on my day of the field trip, let's go back to that week. The field trip this day, if I click on it, I see up to the side, oh, yep, field trip from this time to this time. And so I know. And when I go look at that month view, it's going to show that post-it note at the top. So now I'm aware of, oh yeah, that's why nothing else is on here. I got a field trip. So it is just a very helpful tool to have those little post notes and being able to go through. Now this month view, you can always go through and click out of some of these if you need to. So you can just show certain ones. And if you don't want to show the sticky notes, you can always take that off as well. I definitely recommend keeping it on there. And of course, you can share this as well. You can share any of these options up here. If you, all you gotta do is go up here to the share button, and it'll do the same thing we just talked about. So if we go back to the week, you know, oh, the share's still there, and you can save it as a PDF as well, so you can print it out if you need to. It's just another easy way. If you like paper copies, it's nice to be able to print it out, and it will print with the standards listed on there. So that's nice. I will say it does take up a lot of space. I recommend if you are going to print it off to not include the standards, and it'll just list the number instead of the actual standard itself, like word for word. It takes up a lot of space. So I do recommend if you're going to print that off, I would just recommend not showing the full description of the standard. Now, when you're on the day, of course, there's all this other stuff off the side. So you have the calendar and you have different tasks. So if you like checklists, you can come down here and just add a new task, and it's just another great tool that you could just do a to-do list and things that you need to get done for that day, or for the, you know, whatever you need to get done is a great thing to just have here. And you always come over and you can delete it if you need to. So that's just, you know, these are just wonderful tools. Now I will say, if you've had a schedule where it has different days, that is something special. So if you don't have the same schedule every day, when you made your timetable, you had to choose, you know, there's going to be like A and B day, there's going to be A, B, C day. But I want to make a special note that yes, you may have A or B day, but you can also make it special. So just like my field trip day, I was able to delete things and make it special. Now, if you just simply want to change it to an A to a B day, I'm going to show it on a blank week. If I go here and I say, oh, this is an A day, but I really need it to be a B day, all I go through is go to Edit Schedule. I'm sorry. Exit out of there. And you go to, you click on it. And if you click on it, there's this up here at the top. And you could say Change Rotation Schedule. And you just pick the day you need it to be. So I'm going to say, oh, I need it to be a B day. Save. It's saving. And it reloads. Now it's a B day. So now it changes to where I have, oh, now I have social studies at the bottom instead of science. So this is a great tool that you can go back and be able to easily see. And now I can say I have B, B, and you know, it evens out. So it's a great way to quickly change that if you need to. Just a quick little show you. So don't forget, just reminders. The best things that help you are being able to look at it up top. These drop-down menus are very helpful to be able to edit, shift the whole day, anything along those lines, and watch out for the days. And of course, don't be afraid to add a unit. That makes life a lot easier, and be able to add the standard. And don't forget about this option button up here for all these lessons. It gives you so many different options, and being able to import lessons makes life very easy. So I encourage you to take some more time to play around on here and see that all it has to offer. The more you use it, the more I guarantee you'll like it. At first, when I started looking at this, I was not a big fan. I love to write things down on paper, but after using it for a while, I'm like, oh, I could actually really use this. And it's very helpful. It makes it so much easier to change things when things change, because I don't have to sit there and erase everything and rewrite it. It makes life a lot easier. So this is just a very quick go through of Planboard. If you have any other questions, please reach out. I hope this is helpful, and I hope you get a chance to explore it yourself.